Yeah. Hey, what's up y'all? It's your boy The Juice. In today's video, I'm gonna be changing things up just slightly. Rather than doing a gaming video, I'm actually gonna be doing an unboxing of this Razer Orbweaver Chroma. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it correct. But for those of you guys who don't know what this here is actually a gaming keypad which you could use for gaming on computers. Basically, this here falls, at least in my opinion, it falls somewhere between a keyboard as well as a console control. For me, I prefer to game with a keypad, mainly because of the directional pad. For me, making the change from a control to a keyboard was quite difficult. Right now I'm pretty good at it, but I still prefer to use this keypad because it just makes life a lot easier. And as we know, the gaming controls for Xbox or PlayStation, they're not as accurate as using a keyboard and a mouse, at least when you're playing on a PC. If you're uncomfortable with a keyboard, I would highly recommend something like this keypad. Anyways, without further ado, let's do the unboxing. So basically, yeah, this is the box. According to the box, it's an all new Razer mechanical keypad. Basically, this here is just like the one that came out previously, but this one here has lighting, the RGB lighting, which allows you to change the color of the various buttons and lights that's on the keypad. So basically, it has 30 fully programmable keys, as well as the chroma backlighting, as I mentioned. Basically, when you look at the back of the box, it more or less gives an explanation or description of all the key features. One, the backlit or keypad, 20 fully programmable keys, 3 instantaneous switching, adjustable as well as programmable 8-way keys. So basically, these features are more or less standard for these kind of controls. For me, I really got this mainly because of the previous one I had, which was the Razer Nostromos. It went bad and it needed changing. And I figured, seeing that all my other peripherals have RGB lighting, I just wanted to keep it constant. So when I changed it, I wanted to make sure that I got something that allowed me to change the lights as well too. So basically, when you flip it around, there's a little Velcro sticky right there, which allows you to open and close it, or keeps it closed, I should say. That's basically how it looks in the box. The box is pretty basic and more or less have all the features on every side. So basically, I'm just going to cut to the chase, open it up, and see how it looks and feels. Okay, so basically, now that it's out of the box, you get a closer look as to how it really appears and all the features. Basically, what was in the box was just some manuals, some do's and don'ts, warnings, and what's not, which nobody really pays attention to. Or I should say, not nobody, but not the average person. Definitely not me. But anyways, and of course, the controls. So basically, I plugged in the controls, and as expected, the driver's loaded and the device is ready to use. I already have the Razer software installed on my computer, obviously, because I have other Razer products. So basically, as you can see, the control is lit and has been changing colors ever since. Obviously, I haven't really played with it to set the functions how I would like it to, in terms of the coloration as well as the features. Judging from the size of it, it's a bit bigger than I wanted it to be, or I should say expected it to be. Yes, there is the adjustable control here, but you know, it still feels a little different to the Nostromos, which to me was like a perfect fit. And then again, unlike the Nostromos, which had a D-pad, this here is kind of like a knob, which I guess is still okay. Here you can see it side by side, the Orbweaver keypad as opposed to the very old Razer Nostromos. You will notice that the Nostromos is quite smaller, a little more compact, and it also has a few less keys. For me, I don't really need so many keys, but you know, if I have them, I'll definitely use them. Also, another difference, as I mentioned earlier, was the Nostromos had more or less this D-pad, which coming from a actual controller, this makes life a lot easier, as opposed to this one here that has the joystick-like button. But you know, when you play Xbox and PlayStation, typically now you don't use the D-pad for probably just menus, or like for instance in Call of Duty, if you want to switch between guns and what's not. So the joystick feature should be easy to adjust to. But as I said, I prefer using a keypad as opposed to the keyboard because it makes life a lot more easier, at least in my opinion. So this keypad has 20 buttons in front, which all lights up, and they're all numbered from 1 to 20. To the right hand side, you have a joystick-like knob, which is used, I guess, to maneuver the character. I usually set as the WSAD buttons that you would find on a regular keyboard. The place where your hand rests is made of rubber or some form of hard plastic. When it comes to comfort, I prefer the Nostromos, mainly because the size of my hands goes pretty well with the size of the keypad itself. However, when it comes to features, I have to give that to the Orbweaver. You know, the more keys would be a plus for most of the games I play, and also the fact that it could adjust in size. I think I will get used to it, and it shouldn't be a problem. Currently, you could find the Razer Orbweaver on Amazon for $129 plus taxes, depending on your state or where you're having it shipped. I would recommend this keypad to anyone who's making the jump from consoles to PC gaming, mainly because it almost has a feel of a controller in terms of having that joystick to be able to maneuver the character. So it has that benefit, as well as, you know, it still gives you a competitive edge when playing against other PC gamers, because depending on the type of game you're playing, a controller just won't cut it. You would be at a disadvantage. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. Anyways, boys and girls, that's all for today. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitch or any other social media. Everything is listed below. Thanks for watching. God bless.